Hey everyone. Welcome to my channel B&B Glow. This is how Sinn disbands. On The Bold and the Beautiful, everything good must end, including the marriage between Dr. John Finnegan and Steffy Forrester. The Bold and the Beautiful. Do you want more? Receive the most recent information on The Bold and the Beautiful delivered directly to your inbox. They are the most stable pair the soap opera has had in a long time, despite Sinn having been through hell and back. Unfortunately, things are going to change soon. Here are the next events on B&B. Be prepared for spoilers. Any moment now, Jacqueline MacInnes will be departing B&B to take maternity leave. In fact, it is thought that the actress has already departed and given birth to her fifth kid. Although the exact date and method of Steffy Forrester's departure are unknown, we do know that it will probably appear on CBS during the day this week. Jacqueline MacInnes' departure from B&B spoilers. No matter how Steffy's departure goes, Dr. John Finnegan will be left on his own. According to rumors, the actress may take a long maternity leave, and it might be months before Steffy Forrester returns to Los Angeles. Will the excellent doctor stray while Steffy is away? According to B&B spoilers, Luna Nozawa will be on the run at the end of this week. After their disagreement, Steffy Forrester will have to decide whether to book a one-way ticket to Europe or battle for her life. It's possible that Steffy will get shot and survive if Luna fails in her attempt to kill him. Until Jacqueline MacInnes returns from maternity leave, the authors might place the character in a coma and then awaken her. Spoilers for B&B. Steffy departs from Finn. Steffy Forrester will have to live in continual fear and sleep with one eye open since Luna is on the run. It makes logical that she decides to return to Europe after leaving her husband, who is the target of Luna's murderous intentions. Is this a breakup, or do you think Sinn is just taking a break? While his estranged wife is off the canvas, will Finn meet up with someone else? Jacqueline MacInnes is passing away, according to The Bold and the Beautiful. The Bold and the Beautiful on CBS. Will Jacqueline MacInnes be leaving? The actress who played Steffy Forrester was taking maternity leave this month, as everyone knows. However, people are wondering if Woods is permanently leaving B&B after seeing the sexy new commercial for next week. Spoilers for the upcoming daytime soap opera are provided below. Jacqueline MacInnes, star of Bold and the Beautiful, revealed in March 2025 that she and her husband Elon Ruspley were expecting their fifth child. In reality, the actress was 6 months along when she gave birth, so it was either late May or early June. Wood exits as Jacqueline MacInnes. These days, Wood has mastered her maternity regimen and typically returns to the set a few weeks after giving baby. However, the B&B actress already has 5 young children at home, thus this is neither her first nor second child. It's reasonable to assume that she wants to spend a little more time than she used to heal and acclimatize her family to their new member. For some time now, there have been rumors that Jacqueline's maternity leave may actually be a more permanent departure from Bold and Beautiful. Ironically, a recent teaser indicates that next week, the life of her character Steffy Forrester will be in jeopardy. Luna Nozawa is on a mission to ruin her stepmother because being played by Will Spencer Jr. was the last straw for her. The Bold and the Beautiful promo for next week. The soap opera's trailer for next week features serial killer Luna brandishing a gun to Dr. John Finnegan's wife. She seems to have been trapped after Luna deceived her into going to a hidden place. Despite having longer life than a cat, has Steffy Forrester finally found her purpose? The authors could have Luna shoot Steffy and leave her in a coma for the foreseeable future, but they might not give her a permanent exit. Motives for Steffy to pardon Sheila following her life-saving rescue from Luna. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester should forgive Sheila Sharp for saving her from Luna Nozawa for at least 3 reasons. Forgiveness is necessary because it appears like Sheila will save Steffy from the impending confrontation with Luna. 1. Sheila has previously done good deeds. To begin with, Sheila had previously acted kindly to assist Steffy and her family. Sheila is displaying a rescue pattern at this time since B&B fans will remember how she saved Kelly Spencer, Sophia Paras, from drowning in the water. We understand that Sheila has made some serious errors, but the fact that she is taking the lead and displaying genuine remorse should be enough. 2. Finn should have a relationship with his biological mother. John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, would never get the opportunity to develop a father-daughter bond because Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, hasn't changed and could always be a threat to his family. If Sheila has genuinely changed her life, Finn still has the opportunity to connect with his birth mother and deserves it. Sheila is prepared to keep her distance and honor Finn's desires since she has finally come to terms with the fact that his happiness comes first. That indicates significant growth, which may contribute to Sheila's attempts to save lives. 3. It's time to get over Sheila's excessive anxiety. Many fans are simply ready to get over the Sheila angst that has been overdone throughout Finn and Steffy's relationship at this point. Sheila has been a constant source of contention between Steffy and Finn ever since she entered the picture. But now that the focus of the program is on Luna as Finn's most insane relative, Sheila is feeling less pressure, particularly because she's going to be Steffy's hero. Could Steffy forgive Sheila for her past transgressions as a result of all this? Sheila shooting Steffy and Finn in the alley might be difficult to overcome in the real world, but it is undoubtedly feasible in the soap opera. Perhaps Steffy will finally find it in her heart to forgive Sheila because people have forgiven worse during daytime dramas. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy might change her mind about Sheila. Keep an eye out for any positive developments regarding Finn's biological mother. Why does Steffy not have Nick Marone in her life? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Nick's place in the Forrester family doesn't make much sense to many fans. Given that he is his uncle, he might be someone who spends a lot of time with Steffy and Thomas in order to assist them in taking over Marone Industries. Why does Steffy not have Nick Marone in her life? Nevertheless, it appears that he is more focused on dating Brooke Logan and, worse, pursuing her daughter, Hope Logan. Did the authors make a mistake with this? It certainly appears to be. As our devoted readers are aware, there was a lot of discussion about the issue on the internet. Some others have even said, to be honest, Brooke wouldn't be my type if I were a man. In addition to her patronizing demeanor, I would want her to get checked out before considering anything further given how many men she has dated. She decided that Ridge was her fate after sleeping her way through the Forrester males. That would be hilarious. Oh. What will happen to Nick Marone next? I believed Steffy and Thomas to be as true Forresters as Eric's real blood grandchildren, another critic commented. Marone, why would they make suitable candidates for anything? They aren't even forced to acknowledge or claim that aspect of their heritage by the authors. It's all about how FC is their birthright and shit, and how they are real Forresters. Nick doesn't owe his half-brother or his children anything, and he has his own child to consider. Everything they require is already at FC. Additionally, there was this comment. Naturally, B&B fans will need to tune in every single day to see what happens next. The Bold and the Beautiful bids farewell to Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, an inseparable Steffy Forrester, a legacy of fierce love and fiercer drama. The Bold and the Beautiful has been a daytime mainstay for more than 30 years in a world full of glamour, treachery, family legacies, and tragic love triangles. A woman who personified beauty, strength, and unreserved passion stood at the center of that sparkling chaos. Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, better known to millions of fans worldwide as the feisty and amazing Steffy Forrester. As the adored actress says goodbye to the part she made famous, fans are left feeling both thankful and sad as they consider the legacy she leaves behind and the enormous gap her departure leaves. Wood's resignation signifies the end of an era for soap operas in general as well as B&B after more than 15 years of remarkable performances. The daughter of Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes was given new life in 2008 when Jacqueline MacInnes Wood took on the role of Steffy Forrester. It was immediately apparent that this would not be another lovely face added to the canvas as soon as she appeared on screen. Steffy was incisive, bold, complex emotionally, and destined to upend the current quo. Over the years, Wood changed Steffy from a pampered, wealthy girl to one of the most complex and likable characters on the show. She was a woman who worked hard to achieve her goals, whether they were power at Forrester Creations, love, or family. Under Wood's leadership, Steffy transformed from a fashion executive to a natural force. Wood's interpretation changed, deepened, and captivated the audience as the years went by. Through innumerable romantic triangles, business rivalry, shocking turns, and unfathomable losses, Wood fiercely authentically borne the emotional burden of her narratives. Wood consistently delivered, whether she was competing for Liam Spencer's affections, mourning the death of a child, facing Hope Logan, or moving up the Forrester Creations ladder. She never portrayed Steffy as a flat heroine or villain. Rather, she presented the audience with a character who was compassionate, strong, flawed, and unquestionably powerful. For a new generation of B&B enthusiasts, Steffy became a cultural hero thanks to her performances. Her charm was enhanced by her on-screen chemistry with popular guys like Torsten K., Ridge, Scott Clifton, Liam, and even Don Diamorn, Bill Spencer. But more than her sexual relationships, Steffy's character was genuinely defined by her steadfast confidence and her intense devotion to her family. Steffy was given an advantage by Jacqueline MacInnes with that no other character could match. She was able to strike down her foes with a single withering look, control a boardroom, ride a motorbike in leather and soothe her kids with maternal affection. Few soap opera characters were able to balance those extremes with such ease. Wood's vibrant presence boosted everyone around her, even though Steffy was a powerful individual in her own right. Her interactions with Ridge were frequently emotionally intense and brimming with nuanced father-daughter conflicts, particularly when played by Torsten K. Her relationship with Taylor Hayes, her on-screen mother, most recently played by Krista Allen, rekindled a family tradition and gave long-standing rivalry genuine emotional nuance. For years, her connections with Sheila, Brooke, Finn, Thomas, and other characters gave her countless tale ideas. However, audiences found more significance in Jacqueline MacInnes Wood's appearance on The Bold and the Beautiful than just the fictional drama. Her portrayal of Steffy was a representation of contemporary womanhood, daring, seductive, ambitious, and not afraid to make errors. She demonstrated that a woman could be fierce and vulnerable, and that even in the face of extreme pain, healing was possible. Steffy persevered through heartbreak, addiction, betrayal, and suffering. She encouraged the audience to follow suit. Wood won several Daytime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series and had a loyal following in addition to critical recognition over the years. She gained every honor, solidifying her reputation as one of the best daytime TV talent. Despite the fact that many actresses in the soap opera industry have come and gone, Wood's reliability and dedication to her work made her indispensable. She lived, breathed, and inspired the audience to believe in Steffy, not merely portray her. The time has now come for Wood to step aside and pursue new endeavors, whether they be in television, films, or just concentrating on her expanding family and personal interests. Both sadness and joy greeted her choice to leave The Bold and the Beautiful. Although her fans are saddened by her departure from the screen, they can appreciate her wish to venture outside of Forrester Creations. Nevertheless, the fandom and the imaginary universe she helped create are rocked by her departure. Set insiders have reported that Wood's last scenes as Steffy will be moving, heartfelt, and appropriate for her legacy. There are rumors that Steffy departs Los Angeles in a spectacular manner, either following a tearful farewell with Finn or a final, vicious confrontation with Sheila Carter. Others conjecture that following Ridge's most recent treachery or a potentially fatal situation involving Hayes, she takes the kids and permanently leaves town. No matter how it turns out, fans will need tissues because it will undoubtedly be unforgettable. Questions loom as B&B gets ready for life without Steffy. Without one of its primary power players, can the show continue to gain momentum? Will Steffy always be off-screen, or will there be another effort at a recast? Can the program really succeed without Wood's charismatic presence serving as a fulcrum for the next generation of Forresters? In actuality, Jacqueline MacInnes Wood leaves shoes so large that it's difficult to envision someone filling them while the play must continue. Her exit also portends a more profound change in the emotional makeup of the program. In many respects, Steffy was more than just a mother or daughter, she was the Forrester family's spirit. The show loses a crucial voice of passion, ambition, and emotional weight in her absence. Fans, many of whom have been with her from the start, are mourning more than simply the loss of a persona. They are bidding farewell to a portion of their viewing habit, their afternoon diversion, and their emotional bond. Fans, co-stars, and longtime B&B followers who have witnessed Steffy transform from a disobedient teen into a dominant matriarch have showered social media with praises. Trending hashtags like #FarewellSteffy and #ThankYouJacqueline are replete with personal remarks, behind-the-scenes memories, and clips of memorable events. Wood is a light on set and the beating heart of the show, according to her co-stars, who have lauded her professionalism, compassion, and work ethic. Even though Jacqueline MacInnes Wood is leaving, her influence will linger. Reruns, fan edits, and, perhaps most importantly, the hearts of millions of people who identified with her fortitude, fragility, and perseverance will all carry on her portrayal of Steffy Forrester. She offered the soap opera industry one of its most captivating female characters by bringing compassion to a part that could have easily devolved into caricature. On The Bold and the Beautiful, We bid Jacqueline MacInnes would farewell with appreciation, thankfulness, and a hopeful look to the future. One thing is for sure, her time as Steffy Forrester will live on in history, regardless of whether she ever comes back to reprise her role or forges a new path in primetime or cinema. She was an icon, a mother, a daughter, a CEO, a fighter, a lover, and a survivor. And long after the lights go out, her farewell bow will reverberate throughout Forrester Creations. Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, here's to you. We appreciate you providing us with a Steffy Forrester that we could cheer for, scream at, weep with, and rejoice over. No matter where your path leads you, the Forrester family and the millions of people who adore them will never be the same without you. You have made daytime history. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Sheila Carter emerges as an unlikely hero and races to preserve Steffy's life. The most startling development yet is set to blow up on screens in the twisted world of The Bold and the Beautiful, where foes can turn into allies and redemption frequently lurks behind a menacing stare. The woman she once terrorized could unexpectedly find salvation in Sheila Carter. Yes, the Sheila Carter, the lady who is known for danger, manipulation, and near murder. New B&B spoilers indicate that Steffy Forrester's life is in danger due to an astounding turn of events, and Sheila is the one who must act quickly to save her. Is this the start of the villain's most perverse scheme yet, or has she really changed her ways? The relationship between Steffy Forrester and Sheila Carter has been turbulent, marked by violence, betrayal, and terrible trauma. The notorious night when Steffy discovered Sheila in the act is still vividly remembered by fans. It resulted in a violent altercation that left Steffy and her beloved Finn, Sheila's own son, bleeding in an alley. Sheila pulled the trigger because she thought she had murdered them both. Even though Steffy lived, that incident cemented Sheila as a monster in her mind, and with good reason. Sheila now seems to be operating on the brink of redemption following months of covert manipulation, shadowy observation, and a series of legal near misses. She has stated time and time again that she wants to get back in touch with Finn and Hayes. She's changed, and she's told everyone who would listen. However, nobody has taken her seriously, including Steffy, Lee, and Brooke. So far. According to spoilers, there will be a startling incident in a future episode where Steffy finds herself in a precarious circumstance that directly endangers her life. Although the details are being kept under wraps, it is evident that Steffy is alone, exposed, and in imminent danger. Some spoilers imply that this is due to a freak accident or a criminal ambush connected to someone from Sheila's past. But who rescues her is a surprise to everyone. Sheila is in the right place at the right moment, of all people. It's unclear if she follows Steffy out of concern or just happens to stumble across the incident, but something changes when she realizes Steffy is in danger. The gun-wielding, cold-blooded woman is no more. She is replaced by a fearful, resolute mother, who might be speaking honestly for the first time about wanting to keep her family safe. Sheila acts on her instincts without thinking. According to reports, the action is intense and high stakes. Whether hurt or unconscious, Steffy fights for her life while Sheila does everything in her power to save her life or pull her to safety. Steffy, who is typically the strong protector, is now defenseless in a terrifying reversal of roles. Previously the destroyer, Sheila is now the shield. The drama is unadulterated. The level of tension is really high. Furthermore, by the time paramedics show around, the distinction between hero and villain has become hazy in ways that no fan could have predicted. The B&B industry reacts explosively when word gets out about Sheila's surprise act of bravery. Part of Finn is thankful, and part of him has been traumatized again. Ridge is enraged and believes Sheila planned the incident so she could appear to be saving the day. Cynical, Brooke asserts that it's all a part of a larger scheme. What about Steffy? She awakens to the terrible truth that the one woman she pledged to never let back in her life is the reason she owes her life. The emotional fallout is just as dramatic as the actual rescue. Sheila makes it apparent that she could have left and chose not to, but she doesn't boast or ask for accolades. She admits to Finn that she did what she did out of love for him, Hayes, and yes, even Steffy. The crucial question is still whether it is the case or merely another viewpoint. It's difficult to dispute the facts, though. Sheila's action is the reason Steffy is still alive today. The whole Forrester family is thrown into disarray by this turn of events. Do they even reluctantly thank Sheila? Or do they intensify their efforts, certain that this is a strategy to regain her place in Finn and Hayes' lives? According to some admirers, Sheila's redemption story is only getting started. Some people believe it to be the most complex plot she has ever executed. Not to mention that Sheila Carter is an expert in the long term. As the narrative progresses, Steffy must confront her own feelings. Gratitude fights against ingrained trauma. Can she put her trust in the woman who almost ruined her family once? Is it possible for Sheila and others to change? Or is this another play on Steffy? Rumor has it that Finn would begin to show more affection for his mother, which would further exacerbate the already tense situation between Sheila, Steffy, and Finn. Will Finn and Steffy become estranged if he starts to suspect Sheila's motives? Could this heroic deed cause more rifts in their marriage rather than mend old ones? Taylor Hayes, who may be conflicted between her daughter's suffering and her own desire to trust in people's ability to change, might also weigh in. What about Ridge? Be prepared for fireworks. Ridge Forrester has stated unequivocally that Sheila Carter is a disease, and that the Forrester family would be betrayed if they showed any weakness towards her. Ridge will go to war if Finn even marginally protects Sheila. Nothing on The Bold and the Beautiful is ever black and white, as seasoned viewers are aware. Sheila's bravery won't make her history disappear. Her actions, however, pave the way for a fresh plotline full of moral ambiguity, emotional strain, and startling decisions in a world where forgiveness is uncommon and reasons are unclear. Will Sheila be permitted to live close to Hayes once more? Will Finn try to make amends and end up ruining his marriage? Or will Sheila continue to be shunned and hold on to a dream of a family she will never be able to achieve, even after her bravery? There's no denying that this surprising turn of events has completely changed the plot in ways that no fan could have imagined. The mere notion that Sheila Carter is a hero is enough to leave people speechless. However, shock, emotion, and the kind of character reversals that make soap opera history are what The Bold and the Beautiful feeds on, not safety. As the Forrester family comes to terms with Sheila's life-saving action, fans are left wondering, was this a genuine gesture of atonement? Or simply the quiet before Sheila's next uproar? Regardless of the solution, the Sheila-Steffy drama has escalated to a new level, and the consequences are affecting everyone.